What's up, y'all? So, just got off of work. It's about 3:45. I'm kind of bored. It's mad sunlight outside, as you can see behind me. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's go take some pictures. There's a couple spots out Fairmount Park in Philly that I know I wanted to go to. So I'm like, all right, let me load up a couple rolls of expired film. I got my new GAF and my Helios. I'm probably going to try to put at least one roll of expired film through that. But we'll see. I know I got to go to Lowe's too, so might as well kill two birds with one stone. So let's see what it is. All right, so let's go see what we got inside the stash. All right, so now you got to store it in the fridge. So like I said, I got this expired extra chrome. Since I got mostly color 35mm film, I'm gonna shoot 120 black and white. So I got this Arista EDU. They just said it's okay. So I'm gonna do that. And then so I got these two films free when I got my GAF. I really have no idea if they're good or not. I shot 2 rolls. Just see overexposed by 2 stops. Call it a day. So I got all this film. What I might do is shoot a roll of, or you know what? I think I'm gonna shoot this one because they said it expired in 08. And it is a roll of Kodak 200. I know this expired in 08. Literally all those other films in that bag that I have no idea when they expired. So since it expired in 08, that's about a decade over, so I shoot at 100, so that should give me plenty of light, especially in the golden hour. But let me get the hell out of here because I'm losing sunlight by the minute, so bye. So as you can see, woo, boy, yeah, look at the way it's spinning. But as you can see, the light is really good right now. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock on the dot, so I probably get like an hour, maybe an hour and a half of sunlight left. So I'm about to just go out, see if I can get something. So I'm driving. I'm about to pull up to where I want to shoot at, and I realized I forgot my meter, my light meter. So I'm gonna shoot back there. It's a little bench over there. I've been wanting to shoot at ever. I drove past it one day and I was like, yo, like that's gotta be the spot. But that not having a meter is kind of gonna blow me, but I'm gonna just make do with my phone. My phone's only on 20%, so my phone just said low battery warning, so we'll see how this goes. So, and I got a meter in my GAF, and I think it's pretty reliable. I got a meter one stop over because I don't have a good enough battery, but that's besides the point. I'm just doing all the math in my head. Like photography, people don't peep. Photography is a lot of math, and you got to do a lot of quick calculations in your head. So let's say my meter tells me I need to read an f8 at 1/125th of a second. So I could easily click on my meter, but like I'm automatically going to meter in my head. Like, all right, how do I convert f8? What if I want to two-stop cylinder, so I go f4, so I need to adjust my shutter speed to go up. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of math, and you got to adjust your ISO and all that stuff. So it's a lot more math than people don't peep. So I think a lot of people just shy away from the technical side because they're not good at making those quick calculations in my head. But I've always been like kind of like a on my toes kind of thinker, so I've always kind of shied towards that type of stuff. So that's why I like photography, because I can do that quick thinking in my head, like on the spot, and then make calculations based upon that. But I'm just talking on my ass right now, though. We'll see how this goes. And also now that I'm out here, I made the sound decision that I'm not gonna shoot the RB because that's just gonna take mad long to set up and shit like that, and I'm low-key trying to be nimble, so I'll set that for another day, and I'll just shoot all 35mm today. So I'm gonna try to load this camera while I got the phone on my knee because I don't got a real tripod for the phone, so it might be a little shaky. But you're right. So I'm kind of glad I went out here and kind of like the forest area, because this would be a good way to test the, for those who aren't aware, this lens, the Helios 442, it's a Russian-made lens, and it's really famous. It's known for like it's kind of like swirly background blur, so, or bokeh, as the Japanese call it. All the other pictures I've taken with this lens camera combo so far, it really hasn't been a lot of depth of field, type stuff. Or I really haven't had like a lot of greenery in the back, and I think that's when it really shines, is when you got like a whole bunch of like greenery and like nice cool stuff like that. So to be able to separate it from the background. So we'll see how that goes. So this would be my fourth roll I shot through this camera. So the story of how I got this one is, I always got a story on how I get on my cameras, but the story on how I got this one was, I went on Reddit. I went on my local Reddit, so it's this joint, it's called Philly List. What I did, I went on there, I asked people like, hey, if y'all got any film cameras, like I'm willing to buy them. So one guy, he hit me up, he was like, yeah, I got some. I got this old like Chinese, Japanese joint, and I don't want it. So I was like, all right, how much you want? He was like, all right, I can give it to you for free. But the only thing, I had to drive up to Doylestown, which is like an hour away from me. So I drove that hour, pulled up on him. He gave it to me, and he gave me some extra film too. So I got a free camera out of it. And I just so happened to have this Helios, which is an M42 mount, which is the mount for this camera. So it all kind of lucked out. So I got lucky with it. So, but I don't know if it's, the light seals is bad. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the shutter speed is accurate, but still, like all of that stuff, I have no idea, because I haven't developed any of these rollers. So. If I turn this way, it's alright light, it's kind of soft light, but I pretty much lost all of my golden, like, you know what I'm saying, my golden light. So I think I'm gonna move on. I still gotta get my bench shot. I haven't got my bench shot yet, but I'm gonna go get my bench shot, and I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna go try to get my skyline shot, and then I'm gonna head out. But I know after this, I'm gonna go to the Goodwill. The Goodwill I go to down here in West Philly, it never has cameras, or never has good cameras, but shit, who knows? I went there like 2 days ago, but maybe they re-up, and maybe I might get lucky. But I know I gotta get there, and I gotta get some stuff. I gotta get some developing bottles and stuff like that. So
message.
I know I'm gonna go there. If I get a camera, I'm gonna get lucky. So y'all can come along for that ride too. So as I'm walking through here, one thing I always tell people when people come to Philly, like one thing I love about Philly is that you have all these like environments, like you pretty much got like a whole bunch of different biomes. I'm using my science teacher words. You got all these biomes in one city. Like you can go to Philly and you got like the slums and the streets and all that stuff. And then you travel 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away, and you got a forest. You feel me? Like besides maybe the power lines, like you barely will be able to tell that you're in the city. Maybe besides some cars, like you would think you're in the middle of the Smokies and you driving along one of the routes in the Smokies. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love Philly. Like it's a lot of variety in terms of like the environments and the biomes and stuff like that. You get to see a lot of different stuff in the city. So this is the bench I was talking about. Doesn't she look so pretty? Aww. Frame 23, so it's nothing out here I really want to get. I'm gonna see if I can go get a skyline. If I can't, then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a self-portrait. If I can get a self-portrait at the skyline, that would be super duper tough, but we'll see. So as you can see, there was no skyline shot and there was no self-portrait. So things obviously did not go as planned, and you'll see why in a second. So I'm in the Goodwill right now, and as predicted, ain't got shit, but I got my bottom. So as I was, as you can tell, it's a lot later than the last time we spoke, but I had to take a long phone call, so yeah, we're here. So I didn't get to actually finish out those last two shots on my roll, so maybe I'll end the video off with that last two photos, or I'll save those for another video. We'll see. But here we are. So I didn't really know how to end out the vlog, but I still wanted to say something about the camera specifically. Overall, it's a nice camera. You know, it goes up to 1/2000th of a second. All the shutter speeds seem pretty accurate to me. And the couple of rolls that I have put through it, it seems like a nice little camera. And I'm really glad that I got it for free. So shout out to the old boy who gave it to me for free. And that 1/2000th of a second is really nice when paired with this Helios lens, especially in the daylight. Because it does open up to f2. Now, the swirly effect of the Helios is kind of meh to me. I really haven't gotten a lot of great opportunities to really show it off, but those that I have, it really doesn't seem like something that you would trade off sharpness, which this lens really isn't too sharp. It's really only sharp in the center, or when you really nail focus, which obviously I haven't done a lot, as you can see in a lot of these photos I've shown you in this vlog. But it's a nice Japanese, Russian love child. So I'm pretty satisfied with it. And like I said, there was a lot of user error in the photos, but overall I like the way they came out. The expired film worked, which is always like a toss-up. Thanks for coming along on the vlog with me, sharing along that experience, and I hope you enjoyed it. And working on number 5 currently during these trying times. So like I said, if you've gotten this far, thank you. I appreciate you. And take care. Yo, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching my vlog. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in the next one, because I got a lot more of these joints in the cut. Just let me know. Once again, this is Leon, the Rough Prophet, signing out. I'll catch you in the next one.